Hello everybody, this is episode 107 of the Pentagon Challenge. We're at a crossroads in our second season with Monarchos Morelia. We are starting to drop down the table just a little bit, but it could become another example of a disappointment if we are to be beaten by Santos Laguna at their home, the Territorio Santos Modelo. Let's not beat around the bush and look at the table. And after 7 games, we have won 3 times and lost 3 times with a draw in between. We have conceded and scored 8 goals and have 10 points. So there is a gulf opening up between Querétaro, Pumas and the rest of the league. Mineros are the surprise package in 3rd place, where I think my team should be, but we did blow it in a recent game against Atlas. They are now up into 15th. But as I said in the last episode, big teams are not in the qualifying positions, and Chivas are the only ones looking like they're going to make an example and return to the top 8. But Club America are still struggling away. They did get a win, so I wouldn't rule them out entirely. But the main problem I'm suffering with at the minute is the lack of goals. We haven't found our key goal scorer yet. When we had Delgadillo and Luis Manuel Cota filling in that role for us effectively. So if we can beat Santos Laguna, we'll go above them in the table, and we might even gain a few positions as well. But we can't afford another defeat. That'll be a horrible situation to come out of. We've got big games to look out for. My nearest rivals, Veracruz, they're the ones trying to get in the top 8. They have to win against the league leaders. Leon have to play the bottom club. Chivas and Atlas will be an interesting game, as well as America versus Monterrey. But we'll focus on our affairs first. There's a bit of good news and bad news within the squad. The first good news is Juan Jose Gonzalez has grown all the way from the under-20s to the senior team. You can see a few months ago he was an under-20s champion with the national team, and now after being a runner-up in the Gold Cup, he was given a full debut against Portugal, the team I played against as Ivory Coast not too long ago. So that is an amazing piece of news. We now have the number 1 Mexican goalkeeper, or at least the future talent for the team. And then the bad news is the amount of injuries and suspensions starting to crop up as the season comes along. We've got Edgar Alafita out for 3 to 4 weeks, and then worryingly, the man I decided will be my backup attacking midfielder has broken an ankle, so he will be out for the rest of the opening stage portion of the season. He didn't even get much of a chance either, as I've had a difficult time fitting everyone in. Abner Acevedo, he's been fabulous for me. He is now suspended for this game, so I've had a little bit of a formation change. But the other piece of good news is Wallison Ricardo has completed citizenship criteria, and he is now a Mexican passport holder, where the potential of being capped, you never really know. It would be fantastic if I could get another international into the Mexican team, but I now have the opportunity to sign a new foreigner, as we have reduced our slots from 5 to 4, so that is very good news. But as I say, our transfer budget won't allow me to sign any more players, and I need to get Manuel Cota onto a new contract as soon as possible, since his wage demands are so high, and he is crucial to the outcome of the team, or the fortunes of the team. So this is my minor change. I've gone 4-1-2-1-2. I only have the one defensive midfielder that I want to play, and then Vitor is the man in form, whereas Coro has dropped in standard a little bit. Cota finally gets a proper chance in the league, and I'm getting rid of my experienced centre backs for this affair, as Nguyen and Rosales have shown good form in the cup games. Perez back from injury and reserve play, he gets another chance, and then Requejo has been better in recent games, so we'll let him have a go. And the captain will be Rafael, surprisingly. I wouldn't have picked him myself, but as I say, I'm not going to delve too much into something like that. But now Santos Laguna, good team. I think they have a very good record against us. We'll see if it shows up somewhere on this screen or the next. Perhaps it won't. I don't really know, to be honest. But as I say, they're above us in the table, and if they beat us, then that'll just reduce the options we have of growing in stature. So this is the league table I've shown you already. We have to try and get this victory. They've gone for 3 strikers up top, and we've left a big gap in the centre midfield. So perhaps the tactical battle has been won already, but you never really know. We could squeeze out their attacking force and get some goals. But as I say, I hope it promises goals, because I was at a local derby in real life between Shamrock Rovers and my team, St. Pat's, and it ended up being a goalless draw, which is such a rare thing to happen between the two teams. It's always a goal fest one way or the other, but this Santos Laguna team will be going for the goal. We won't go expressive right away. We'll just stick to positions, retain possession, and put the ball floated into the box. We'll stick to positions. We don't need to be disciplined straight away, so that should do. So we have lost to Santos Laguna in recent times, so the time for revenge is now at their ground, of course. No better way. So here we go. We have the task in front of us. Can we get some more goals onto the board? Let's have it. We need to get the positive result. A draw mightn't be so bad. We just have to make sure the teams in 9th, 10th and 11th don't gain on us. So automatically, because Tigres aren't playing, we go into 6th place with this single point. They're fully fresh and ready for a difficult game, I'm sure. But we have an early set piece with Vitor. Cleared. Cota back to Delgadillo. Wallison celebrating his citizenship, trying to get a goal. But his countryman Vitor is now on the right hand side. Out he goes to Wallison. Oh, good chemistry between the attacking minded players, but no sight of goal there. Poor header. Good start for Morelia, but it could be Santos Laguna now. Oh, Nazareno takes on the goalkeeper, and it's a fabulous encroachment, making sure he was closed down in an instant. I don't know what we can do now. We might just be more expressive and turn off stick positions and mix up the crossing, and unfortunately that highlight is leading to nothing. We've got a goal for Chivas and FC Juarez, 2-0 up against Leon. That's very bad news for me. I don't want teams in the bottom half winning very often and getting some momentum. Here's a far post cross to Luis Arque, and it has not gone in. Here's our own corner. Rosales couldn't win the header. Vitor tries again. He's been our best player in the average ratings this season. Mason Mercado smacks it straight at the keeper, but it is a corner. Our 6th shot of the game, first on target. We just got to keep this going. I'm happy with the application, but we just need to get a goal. Up to 6th place now as Chivas have an equaliser. So I don't know, that puts Chivas 8th. Enriquez should have scored from a narrow angle, and it was close to goal, but half an hour has been played. No sign of an opportunity hitting the back of the net, but Vitor has charged into the box. I think he should have been selfless. He usually has that attitude about him, but he has almost let a goal rest in our net with the counter-attack. Nizarino and Messinho back from injury, should have done better. We'll mark him. We might go so hard on him. I don't like injured players. We'll go harder on these other strikers. I seem to have a bit of pain in my throat, but we'll get through it. Vitor again causing danger for both sides, and now this is Santos Laguna on the break again. Wallison clears. I think we have to go counter because they're the ones deploying the trap. Vitor now. Rafael, can he go long? Decides to Vasquez is the best option. Vitor back to goal. Returns to Vasquez, and now Cota's released. Oh, he's usually so composed in those areas, but it was another fine save from the goalkeeper. Rosales has smacked it into the crowd. 37 minutes played. Morelia have done everything bar knock the ball into the net. We have Fabiano, over to Messinho. Enriquez in space, and look at Del Olmo. He can just walk to the ball, and Enriquez buries it for the opening goal of the game, and that puts us down in 8th. So we'll go mixed and stop retaining possession. This is a concerning situation. It was a bad goal to concede as well. I told them to concentrate and they let a guy stroll in on the right hand side, and it's 1-0 to the home team. We have to do better. I'm sorry, but this is absolutely unacceptable. I know my gamble to put 2 strikers on the pitch and allowing the centre midfield to be completely open has not worked. We still can rescue this situation if we work together, but I'm going to put Rafael as the target man, and then Delgadillo will go deeper, see if that works. But apart from that, it's a hopeless first half. We didn't do much with the chances we created, and we have to do a lot better than that. So let's turn on some more instructions and get in their faces. We have to do better than this. We can't stop. We can't continue to concede these cheap goals and then not score any in reply. It's the 9th we've conceded in 7 or 8 games, and we still haven't really asserted ourselves in the top half of the table. Gonzalez catching the ball easily enough, but Santos Laguna look likely to make it 2-0. We just have to push forward. I know counter-attack is still on, but we have to do what we have to do without going off for broke. Wallison Ricardo reached the ball. I thought he was doomed to fail there, but unfortunately his header went out of play without any other touch of the ball. Here's a short goal kick. Arce has gone to the opposite wing and he didn't find a teammate. Delgadillo! Oh, how did he not score? Weiss and Ricardo split the defence in half, and incredibly with one flick of the foot it didn't go in. It should have been, but not in this case. And now, and maybe we'll bring on Okoro later, or bring on Morales, who he's had our most amount of goals scored with 3, which isn't particularly good for this stage of the season. We had much more competence in the first half of last season, and we have to score an equaliser sooner rather than later. Perez goes to Rafael's feet. Bravo with the fresh legs, beats a defender, goes to the far post, and again it won't fall to the rebound won't fall to us, and Santos Laguna get away with it again. Alarcon, man of the match performance from him, but yet again we're struggling. More direct play now, and we'll make the final change just like they do. We'll have to be wary of that, so we'll go into the advanced tactics screen and see what they've delivered for me. So they have a striker and a midfielder, so we'll mark up those guys tightly like so. There we go. Let me see, my own substitution will be Vitor looks very tired, as does Vasquez. So who's playing better? I think Vasquez is playing better. So we'll take off Vitor, put Okoro in there, and Vasquez can move forward, giving us a 4-4-2 formation, and Okoro should push up to attack. Wide playmaker for Moreno there, and that looks good to me. So our rotated centre backs are doing a good job. I know the goal we conceded was typical, but I blame the wingers and the wing backs for letting the goal in. Vasquez couldn't win the header, but Rosales does earn it back for us. Maracas, a Mexican citizen himself, interception, and now Nazareno shoots from a crazy distance. But now with 15 minutes to go, we need to score now. This is what made us good last season. We didn't give up. We scored goals late when necessary, and we pummeled teams if at all possible. And it's not happening for my guys now. We can't risk losing more games. Yes! Delgadillo hammers it home, and we're back to where we started, 1 apiece, and it's up to my players to respond now and maybe not give away a second goal. I'll take a draw. We'll go defensive. I know certain FMers will be screaming at their monitors saying don't go defensive, keep attacking, but it's, unfortunately the pressure I'm under, I can't lose more games. But Fabiano is on the move, goes to Rosales, didn't clear it well. Bravo can. It's Delgadillo looking for more goals, finds Rafael. This is a big opportunity. Moreno takes his merry old time, but now we're moving in a great pace. Bravo goes low. Moreno, I wouldn't have passed it to him, but that was unlucky. We have another opportunity for Santos Laguna. Moreno loses it. Bravo gets it back. Here's another chance, and we'll have 2 minutes of added time. we'll go back to possession play, stick to positions, be more disciplined, and so on and so forth. We must have had an injury because we're just at full time after 4 minutes, and that is a decent draw. I will take that any day, and we'll hopefully build our momentum back with an important win in the Mexican Cup. But well done to Delgadillo. He was listening just as I was playing out a doomsday scenario. We have drawn, and I'll say what a comeback. Well done. You did me proud. And it leaves us in 7th place in the table. Chivas did get their victory, and we'll see how the other games go. But as I say, Tigres could overtake us, Toluca could overtake us, and Veracruz could overtake us as well. But I'm happy enough with that. I know Club America are on the move as well. We just needed some sort of response to losing 14 days ago. So thank you very much for watching. I'll leave it another while before coming back, because you're probably already familiar with the league and the in-betweens. A Club America massive tie coming up, but it's a little bit too soon. I'd like to play... Well, we'll come back with the 3 games to go in the opening stage. We'll probably live com the Dorados game if we know something is available for us. It's no use live common games that mightn't matter in the grand scheme of things, and I want to get to the end of the opening stage as quickly as I can. I mightn't have time since I have to edit episode 100, which will be well released by the time I publish this video, but I'm sure you can understand I have a lot of editing to do, which isn't normally my daily routine. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye now, everybody.